This the roaring twenties wherein wages didn't grow that much. Wages didn't grow that much. The speculation did, especially in stock, farmland and equipment. Especially in stock, farmland and equipment. Hence, we saw the roaring twenties wherein wages didn't grow that much, but speculation did, especially in stocks, farmland and equipment. The roaring twenties was not just an auto bubble, but ultimately a farm bubble thanks to the introduction of tractors that created a bubble in farmland prices and borrowing on farm equipment. And when that bubble burst, it triggered the Great Depression. The 1930s crash first hit the stock market and industrial farm like Ford and General Motors. Then it took out everyday people and local banks with real estate, particularly in rural areas where 60% of people will still live. In 1930s, crash first hit the stock market and industrial firms like Ford and General Motors. Then it took out everyday people and local banks with real estate, particularly in rural areas where 60% of people live. The Great Depression represented the great detox in depth and production capacity in U.S. history, and it set the stage for the greatest boom that followed, and it set the stage for the greatest boom that followed. World War II and the first middle class generation to emerge from the mass production assembly line revolution created a massive boom from 1947 into 2007. With only a brief, predictable interruption when the Bob generation began to spend less than from 1969 to 1982, and the baby boomers began emerging the workforce, creating unprecedented inflation into the late 1970s, the economic summer season. The United States came roaring out of the Great Depression to become the greatest country and world leader since Great Britain in the 1800s. The United States came roaring out of the Great Depression to become the greatest country and the world leader since Great Britain in the 1800s.